Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing some LL. The thumbnail says back on my cope, and it is not a lie. I have been testing Aurora and LL because honestly, I'm going to a ProQuest this weekend that is Living Legend. And I don't know. I don't want to give up on Aurora. I know that that's probably like just not correct, from like a testing perspective, but I have updated the list, I have changed the list, and I think there is a chance that like Aurora is actually better than I originally thought in LL. Well, maybe not better than I originally thought, but better than my second thought. So, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna recap my ProQuest from this past weekend. I played Jarl at a ProQuest this weekend. We'll talk all about it here in just a minute. And then we're going to talk about this week's ProQuest data from week 3. I've got the pictures. We're going to get them pulled up and we're going to talk about it. And then we're going to talk about the Aurora deck in Living Legend, the changes that I've made. And then we're going to jump in and we're going to play some games. So yeah, we are hanging out tonight. Jake, Hal, Derek, John, Ben, Trent, Mekado, Dave, Dot, MasterQuest, Rose, Luca, and Colby. I think I hit everybody. Guys, what is up? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out. It means a lot. We finally are roaring it up. We are Aurora ending it up tonight. Thank God you're playing the Runeblade that doesn't always care about Wordmongers. Heard it made a huge splash at the LL event this weekend. Something like that, dog. Something like that. For anybody who does not know, there was a Battle Harden this past weekend in Houston, and it was a Living Legend Battle Harden. And there were 34 participants signed up, and then there ended up being a 32 total because 2 people did not show up. So there was literally a Battle Harden in what I think is like the largest state in America. And there were 32 people there. For frame of reference, my ProQuest I went to had 29. So, yeah. Anyway, it was quite interesting. Ted, what's going on, buddy? Bruno, how are you? Late for me to stay. Just wanted to come by and say hi. Codices right on time for the Battle Hard in Edinburgh. I can't wait to use them. Hey, Bruno, I appreciate that. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Appreciate you coming by. By size, technically, it's Alaska. Is it really? I did not know that. And also, hey, baby, what you doing? My wonderful wife is coming home this evening. Thank God. This house has been an empty, barren place with her gone. Me and Taryn are just sitting around trading stories about how much we love Carly. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long weekend. I think Taryn's tired of listening to hear me talk because Carly's not here for me to yap to. So I've been yapping twice as much to our cat. So, smaller than my ProQuest. I played a 64-person ProQuest. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Did you see Fino's tweet? Can't find the article it's from. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Dr. Dirtle, Arctic Geek, what's going on, guys? A big hug from Brazil to you. Yo, thank you so much, Geek. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Ted, how are you, buddy? What's going on? To cope or to be cringe? That is the question. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes those lines, cross over each other a little bit there. So we'll see what happens. The globe does Alaska dirty when it comes to how it looks to the other states. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know Alaska was that big. Like, I'm not joking. Like, no, I would not say that geography was my strong suit, or science, or history. Pretty good at math for the most part. Not that me playing Flesh and Blood would lead you to believe that, but I feel like I'm pretty good at quick mental math. Fino tweeted less than 20 minutes ago about LL banned restricted stuff. Like, there's an official announcement about banned and restricted stuff in LL? Or like, hang on. I'm pulling this up. I am pulling this up over here. Fino. I follow Fino. Oh, no. Okay, so never mind. There's not actually new stuff banned in LL. He's just talking about LL. I mean, sure, LL's not perfect. If you watch the new episode of Breakpoints, you get to hear everything I think about the new LL format. Yeah, it's not official, unfortunately. Does Cat spend more time with you while Curly is away? Spare human going up in value? Taryn has actually hung out with me quite a bit while Carly's been gone. I'm like, as the spare human, I am getting quite a bit of time while Carly's been gone. That has been nice, but I would rather Carly be here. So yeah. Yeah, most of the episode was about LL on breakpoints this week, and we did not hold back. I feel like we were more brutally honest this episode than we are most. So I mean, if you want to hear some like brutally gut wrenching takes about LL, you should actually go watch the episode after the stream. So if you guys watched my Silver Age video last night, though, which these like random emergency Sunday night videos are becoming more of a thing. The 6th anniversary stream from yesterday was absolutely awesome. I love the 6th anniversary stream from yesterday. I enjoyed every second of it. All the things they talked about are super cool. That quick dodge flexors was pretty cool. That quick dodge flexors is pretty cool. So I do wish they would just say we are playing Sage. I mean, they won't. They won't. I just don't. I at this point, like we're here. They've committed, right? Like we're just here at this point. Prince, what's going on, buddy? Valk, how are you? I'm bad at everything. That's why I play aggro decks. No blocks in hand. I don't have to do math if I'm not blocking right. They do say math is for blockers. That is a term from Magic that people say all the time, but I guess it applies here too. Yeah, I put out a Sage video last night, just kind of like recapping everything and like just me yapping and sharing my thoughts. Like it's only like 8 or 9 minutes long, but so yeah. No, I put out like these, like we did like an emergent, like when they did like the LL ban announcement, like we did like an emergency video talking about that on Sunday night. I don't do things like that. And then we did an emergency video last night, which wasn't really an emergency. It was more just me talking about Sage and yapping about Silver Age. So I don't know. Excuse me. Hang on. Oh, my phone's not on Do Not Disturb yet because I normally don't start streaming till 7. I was like, why am I getting notifications? I'm not supposed to get notifications. Okay, let's talk about my ProQuest this past weekend. I went to a CC ProQuest at Tokyo Toy Box in Hendersonville. For anybody who doesn't know, Tokyo Toy Box, the Hendersonville store, the gentleman that owns it, his name is Joe. He is a phenomenal store owner. He runs amazing events. A buddy of mine, Chase, judged the event. He did an absolutely amazing job. We actually had an issue where I drew 5 cards like a boob and looked at them without even realizing it. I think I thought I was playing Lyeth for a minute. I don't know what happened. Thankfully, I was already in the like X3 bracket when that happened, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, I drew too many cards, so it just like and like Chase handled it super well. So I don't know, like it was a great event. Joe runs a great event. He does like he puts all of the entries back into like store credit as prizing, which like and he spreads it across like top 12 or top 16 or something like that. Like Joe runs a phenomenal event. I really wish more stores would run their ProQuest or RTNs like him. Like it's just absolutely awesome. I love the way he runs it. And then yeah, Chase did a great job judging. So anyway, I'm attempting to do some work, but now with you and this family next to me with a million loud children, I'm struggling. Yeah, I can't blame you. I can't blame you, Curly. I don't know how you're trying to work at all in the airport. I'd be watching something on my phone. So, has the Silver Age playlist made it to Talishar yet? Yes, Silver Age is officially on Talishar. Before we dive into my ProQuest, there are 2 things I want to shout out Talishar for. One, there is already a Silver Age playlist ready to go. Now, I don't know how hard it is to make that stuff, but like, they had the stream yesterday, last night, and you can already play Silver Age games today. So shout out to the Talishar devs. And then the second thing they did is that they have made it to where the games screen over on the left, so like where you can see how many games are being played and like what's being played, it automatically refreshes every 10 seconds now. It is an update that I think Joe Trick pushed today. That's crazy. That's so cool because it's talking about how like you like now have the ability to like you're gonna run into less matches. I think where you're like, oh, warning, somebody's already joined this game, which is awesome. I love that. I absolutely love that we are no longer worried about that. I mean, I don't know. Talishar is honestly spoiling us. Like Talishar is just absolutely spoiling us. I honestly don't know. Oh, Hal just said it there. February had it within 15 minutes. Oh, yeah. I mean, so like I haven't looked on February yet, but I'm not surprised. Phil does phenomenal work. So thank you to February and Talishar for just being amazing and getting everything taken care of. It was awesome. So yeah, that was really cool. ProQuest. Let's talk about ProQuest. So there was 29 players in my ProQuest, which means 5 rounds cut the top 8. I played the Fatigue Yarrow list that I played last week on stream. And round one, I sat down and played against Victor, which is already not really a great matchup. It's like one of the few matchups that like it's hard to set up loop. It's hard to do a lot of things against them. And they're just able to like push so much damage, and visit the gold main estate is insane. As I sat down to play, my opponent pitches a Remembrance. And, Charlie from, the Calling Shizuoka was on one Remembrance, which, like, I think makes a lot of sense. Actually, a really great sideboard tech piece. My opponent pitched a second Remembrance at one point, and I remember thinking, okay, like, dealing with that many gold main estates is going to be tough. And then they pitched a third Remembrance. So at this point, like, I think my opponents noticed that I'm looking at this, and they told me that they were on 3 copies of Remembrance because they found out it's the only way they can beat Fatigue Jarl. So I'm playing a deck that I think is pretty much like a pretty off meta pick, right? And I sit down to play against one of my worst matchups, not one of my worst matchups, but not a great matchup, to find out that they have tech for me. Now, there were 2 Arachne Huntsmen in the room today, and like on Saturday, so I don't know if that was specifically for me, or if that was because they knew Fatigue was relevant, like for the weekend or what. But it was a pretty bad feeling. Great tech call for my opponent. I think my opponent ended up doing pretty well. I think they finished 9th and bubbled, sadly, on their breakers, but they had a pretty good run. So unfortunate for me, but a pretty good tech piece for my opponent. So it's just the 9th visit Gold Main Estate is what killed me. The 9th visit the Gold Main Estate is what killed me. I don't know that it was specifically targeted at me. I don't know that it was specifically targeted at me, but it was dang sure good against me. I will say that. So yeah, round 1, I took an L to Victor. Round 2, I played against a Florian. I have 2 copies of Poison the Well in the sideboard. And your game plan when you're playing Jarl against Florian is that you are trying to walk the life totals down. You are trying to stay just under Reaping Blade so they can't gain life. They can't be doing like other weird stuff, and you're just trying to like use Reaping Blade against them, basically. Well, my opponent, let me start here. I was able to get Grasp off the board pretty early. Like I think it was like turn 4, turn 5. I was able to get Grasp off the board pretty early. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, like we got to hang on. We got to play through the Germinates, and we just got to stay alive. So I am just gaining life. I'm staying ahead. I'm doing everything I can. My opponent had like a 2 or 3 turn cycle where they were able to like really abuse Channel Mount Heroic, and it was very, very impactful off of like some go again into like felling at the end of a turn. So it was kind of tough to like keep my head above water, but I'm staying alive. I'm keeping up. And in my deck, my Poison the Wells ended up in the same hand. So I have 2 Poison the Wells in the same hand, which is very, very unfortunate if you've never played the matchup. And so I pitched both of them away first cycle, and I'm like, okay, we'll reevaluate where we're at when we get there. Well, my opponent pitches away all their Germinates first cycle, which, like everybody does. So when I get to second cycle, I have 2 options. I can either Arsenal a Poison the Well, and then Intellect penalty the other one in my hand, or I have the option to pitch both of the Poison the Wells to the bottom to be able to swing the Sledge. I made the decision to swing the Sledge because I'm thinking, okay, like third cycle, I'll try to set up. We will try to, I'll try to set up. I'll try to like snipe them third cycle. Well, my opponent made a very smart play where they saw both of my Poison the Wells go to the bottom, and they played both of their Germinates. And at this point, I was ahead of them on life, and they were like at 12 or something, or like 15, I think. They gained 7 life and made they gained like 7 or 8 life and made Rune Chance, and then they gained like 7 or 8 life and made Rune Chance again. So it just like back-to-back turns, they were able to like set it up, do the whole thing, and like it was just very, very awkward for me. And I didn't have either of my Poison the Wells, so I kind of just like fell into this weird rut where they ended up making 28 total Rune Chance. The turn after they made 28 Rune Chance, they drew into Channel the Millennium Tree. They put the Channel the Millennium Tree into play, and from there, like I was doing everything I could to stay alive. And then they finally got me. What killed me was they were able to keep Tree around for 2 turns, or like 3 turns, I guess. It had 2 counters on it. Well, the third time that they had it and the counter is actually what killed me. And it was like exactly lethal is what killed me. So it's pretty unfortunate. Felt like I was like one turn away or like one better decision from winning that game. So just one of those like unfortunate like games that like didn't really pan out my way. In hindsight, I probably should have just arsenaled one of the poison the wells and given myself an intellect penalty with the other one in that matchup. I feel like I learned a lot from that matchup. But yeah, it was just one of those games the way it hand out. Jarl is hot garbage. Glad people won't be targeting this deck going forward. Yeah, right, Randy, right. And so now I'm 0-2. I'm like, okay, like we're not playing for top 8. Like we're just playing for practice, like, you know, which is like honestly the idea of the whole thing. And then round 3, I played against an OG KO. Actually, one of the guys that I rode with, his name is Andy. And when I was playing against KO, they had a pretty good start. Like it was just like, you know, they would go like wild ride, go again into claw, into swing big or show no strength. And it was just this like over and over and over again, it felt like. And then they drew into blood rushes. And I'm like having to just like fight to stay alive at this point. It was just one of those games where like nothing really went my way. I wasn't able to get anything going. It felt very, very awkward. So just felt like nothing went my way that game. So I actually started the ProQuest 0-3. And then I played against one of our locals. He's a younger kid. I think he's like 7 or 8. I'm honestly not sure how old he is. Playing Riptide. He's only played Riptide like 2 times before. So I just blocked and swung Sledge the entire game and I ended up winning. And then round 5, I played against a Dorinthia player, Katia, I think. And they had to read Sledge. So they were like kind of new to the game and they felt like they were struggling into Guardians. They didn't have a Decimator Great Axe like pivot sideboard plan. They were just on Dawnblade. So I spent the game like blocking and swinging Sledge and just like slowly grinding them out and won the game that way. So there was so much team killing going on that PQ. Yeah, I believe it. Okay, so like all right, so Derek, tell me, is it Katia? Like just put the number 1 in the chat if it's Katia, or is it Keisha? Like the number 2. You can put the number 2 if it's Keisha or number 1 if it's Katia. I honestly don't know. Guardian is a skill check for new players. I agree very much. So yeah, it was just I went 2-3. I don't know. It was weird. Like going to a ProQuest and finding out that someone had tech, like heavy tech in Victor that already does pretty well into Fatigue. I was pretty surprised about how that played out. So when I played Victor, I feel pretty comfortable into Fatigue decks. So I was a little surprised to like see it play out that way. And then, you know, just like lost a game against Florian where I think I made a mistake and I probably could have won. Lost to KO who had a good start and then had a couple of games at the end there. Okay, so it's Katia. Okay, Katia. Thank you. That's definitely a huge feels bad. I mean, the biggest thing that I will say is that I feel like I learned a lot about the Jarl deck, and there was some good takeaways. So I felt pretty good about that. The other thing that I will say is I feel like if you are going to play Jarl, playing Jarl is more of like you are targeting a specific field. So I feel like if you're playing a deck like that, you are looking to target a Worlds meta. Or like a Pro Tour meta or a Nationals meta. I don't really feel like you're trying to target a ProQuest meta. It's too open. And so that was kind of how I felt about the whole thing. Now, I do say that. I also, like, with that in mind, one of my buddies, Randy, who was hanging out in the chat earlier, I think, honestly, just decimated a ProQuest playing his Jarl deck. So yeah, I don't know. I think I still have some more things to learn. And then pair that with like some pretty unfortunate matchups. There was a lot of Florian in the room, which was pretty weird on Saturday. So I don't know. Participating in any more ProQuest? Yes, Trey. There is a ProQuest this weekend. It is a living legend. That's why we're playing Aurora tonight. We're practicing. But yes, I have a LL ProQuest this weekend. There were 3 or 4 Florians too there, which I didn't expect. Yeah, I did have a rough gym lottery, but I mean, you know, that's okay. That's part of it. That could happen in any event. You know, and that's the problem with playing a deck that targets specific things into an open meta for sure. My first time playing against a Guardian, I didn't know Fatigue was a thing, and I was so confused by their strategy until I had 6 cards left in my deck and they had 20. Yeah, Valk, I think that's happened to all of us, to be honest. Jarl won my stores RTN. Space Moose, that's awesome. I love to hear that. Honestly, living till Goldbane Estate ×9 is pretty damn impressive. Yeah, it was. So I think that's kind of goes into like where I have more to learn. I think I should have been like focusing more on like pitch stacking Oakenolds and like trying to set up like more impactful turns instead of just like blocking, throw hammer over and over and over again. I did have my opponent at 1 when the game ended. They took 1 to kill me at the end of the game. So like, you know, we have no Syndras locally, by the way. So it was truly a random deck choice. If it makes you feel any better, I tried to surprise bring Syndra to my only PQ I could go to, and I had a mech player bring 9 T-Bone just for Syndras. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the things that happens. Like, it's just kind of how it goes, you know? Like, that's just kind of how the weekends go sometime. So, we're going to keep working on it. We're going to keep playing, and we're going to keep practicing. Worlds is still a few weeks away, so we got ProQuest coming up, and we're going to prep some more playing LL tonight. Yeah, it's going to make for a heck of a story time come recap video on Wednesday. My last BQ, local got first with Fatigue Jarl. Top 4, Fatigue, a Gravy, and a Kano. Yeah, I believe it, Pockets. I believe it. It can be done for sure. Let's take a look at the ProQuest information. Now, you'll notice this week that they have done it in 2 different categories, which I absolutely love. They have total wins, and they also have win percentage. I love that LSS listened to the feedback, and they made it better this time around. Because I love knowing how many were played. Absolutely love that. So we had Syndra at the top with 30 total wins. And then we had Verdance with 23 wins and Gravy Bones with 17 wins. Honestly, like the top 3 decks are represented here. The top triangle is represented here. Syndra, Verdance, and Gravy. I don't necessarily think they're in that order, but you know, those that being represented that way makes a lot of sense. Let's see after that. We have KO, Armed and Dangerous after that. Dash.io makes a lot of sense. Prism, also really like to see that. Kasai and Acilio both at 6. Victor at 5. I guess a lot of the Gravy players have probably already won, so like you're getting more leeway there. Kano, Jarl, Dorinthia, and KO Underhanded Cheat all at 4. Interesting. Kano continues to win. Kano continues to win. We're going to need it to get to LL before Worlds. I'm still holding out hope that it can get there. I'm still holding out hope that it can get there. I also wish that Kano had more wins, to be honest. My GM lotto was scuffed on Saturday's ProQuest as Marionette. I faced 3 Verdants, 2 Dory, and a Vincent. I don't know what Dory and Vincent is like, but Verdance is a really bad matchup for you, right, Martin? Like, it's a pretty tough matchup. Let's see. And then we got Florian after that with 3. And then we have Levia, Slip Through the Cracks, Fang, and Reinar all with 1 win. So, I mean, this is like a pretty diverse, like, I don't know, smattering. Like, I don't know. It makes sense. Kano is still on pace to LL. He needs 4 per week. Okay. Well, if Kano can win exactly 4 per week and still LL, I think that's perfect. I would like to see that. I don't know. I like to see that. 4 Dory is kind of crazy. I have to imagine there are enough people that are like Nixie fans that are probably playing the tech. I know that Dory won our local ProQuest this weekend and beat a Verdance in the finals. Now, I think they split finals, but, you know, Nick, my buddy Nick Mahalis was the Verdance in the finals, so we got to give him crap anytime we can. So he does too well at major events. We have to make him feel bad when we can, you know? Like real friendship, we got to make our friends feel bad. But yes, I think that the CC meta is like pretty stock for what we've seen so far from wins. I really enjoy that we are starting to see more of where these other heroes fit in, you know, like where I think a lot of people would call like goober heroes are starting to win. They're starting to do more things because, you know, Gravy Bones has won a lot. Verdance won the most week 2. And now we see Syndra having her big resurgence week 3. Sorry, I've got a hair on my glasses. It's driving me crazy. I don't know, like the meta just looks like what it's supposed to, I think. The meta looks like it's supposed to. There's 2 weeks left, Thomas. There's 2 weeks left. We have, this weekend is the 26th, the 28th, something like that, I think. The 25th and the 26th, and then we have the 1st and the 2nd. The 1st and the 2nd, which is our 5th week of ProQuest, is the last weekend of ProQuest season. So that's what we're looking at. CC continues to look pretty standard, in my opinion. And then LL, man, let me tell you, thank God for this graph. And this is not a shot at LSS in any way, but man, look at all this data. Starvo, best deck in the format, even through like the 47 cards it has banned. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, man, 2 Starvos won this week and a Briar. I talked about this during, I think we all talked about this during breakpoints this week, but if LSS was going to do Worlds LL, there should have been more LL ProQuests. Like there should have just been more LL ProQuests. I genuinely think that LSS should have been like, listen, you don't get a choice. You're playing LL at your ProQuest. And I kind of hate that they didn't do that, to be honest. I kind of hate that they didn't do that, to be honest. I am really, really, really hoping. I mean that in the like, I don't know. I hope there are some big takeaways from how the community is reacting, what people are saying moving into 2026. I really do. I really, really do. I hope there are some takeaways here that LSS takes away from this. 3 ProQuests in week 3 is like kind of insane. There's an LL ProQuest that I'm going to this weekend in it's in Knoxville. It's technically Oak Ridge, but everything's Knoxville in that area, in my opinion. I'm curious to see what turnout looks like. I already know a lot of our locals are not going because they either are busy or they don't like LL. So I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. I don't think LL is a bad format. I think LL needs 2 things. I think it needs 2 things if they want it to do well. It needs to be pushed more and it needs to be regulated more. I straight up, I think that is the truth. You either have to let LL be this ridiculously crazy, stupid thing where everybody's doing the most broken shit and you're hoping you're doing the most broken shit first, or you have to make it CC with other heroes. Like, I just don't think you have 2 options. I don't think there's another option, personally. Everybody keeps saying ban Starvo. Everybody keeps saying ban Starvo. I genuinely think if they banned Starvo, we would fix so many issues. If you banned Starvo and kept Count Your Blessings banned, you could give Crown of Seeds back. Like, Verdance and Florian would abuse it more than Oldham at this point, but you could 110% give back Crown of Seeds. Starvo is like the center, the epitome of all the problems with LL. It's just inherently broken. Like, there were still 2 Starvos in top 8. We have unrestricted Dirge. You can now play Dirge like as many copies as you want. By the way, I played a game of LL the other night testing, and I played against a chain who played a Deadwood Dirge every single turn through our 6-turn game, which is kind of crazy. You could give Somersault back. I want to play Enigma. I mean, hero-specific bans, I don't know how I feel about that one, to be honest. I watched Fang on Starvo get OTK'd from 42 by Viz on stream. Sure, no. I'm not saying that like other things can't do cool things. I'm saying Starvo is like if you don't account for other cards or other things, if you look at Starvo's text box and his card pool, he is the most broken thing ever printed. And I don't know how anybody argues that. Like, we're not going to spend time talking about this tonight. We talked about this during the Breakpoints podcast. If you want to hear more of my thoughts, you can watch the Breakpoints episode. Exclamation point Breakpoints in the chat. And if you want to talk more extensively about LL, shoot me a DM. I'll talk to you after the stream about it. But like, I don't know. I don't know. Force Starvo to only run commons and rares. Just ban heroes and replace them with errata ones. Look at the new Young Bravo. The fresh take on Bravo. Do that and make those heroes LL only. Hey, Chase, what's up, buddy? I love you too, man. A design mistake that they refuse to ban. They won't ever do anything. Like, honestly, like I mean this. I mean this as nice as I know how to say it. I don't think LSS is ever going to step into the light and be like, Starvo was a mistake. We're just going to ban it from LL and like let it happen. I don't think it'll happen. I just genuinely do not think it'll happen. So, who knows? But honestly, you should practice with decent players. Chase, that's so funny, dude. That's so funny, man. If you ever want to test, let me know, Chase. Damien, what's up, dude? I think Chain is what you described, but yeah, between Chain and Starvo is the most busted thing ever printed in this game. Chain gives it a close run for its money, I agree. Gives it a close run for its money, I agree. Johnny, what's up, man? All right, let's take a look. This is not my deck. Here is my deck. Before we talk about the deck and before we jump in any further, guys, if you have not taken a look at this already, make sure you check it out. Exclamation point gsc10k in the chat. Green Tree Sports Cards is having a 10k November the 1st, Saturday. It's going to be classic constructed. You're going to be able to practice for the World Championship coming up in Philadelphia, November like 13th or 15th or whatever day it is. And if you're looking for LL practice on Sunday, they're having a 2.5K that you can participate in that is LL. They also announced today on Blue Sky that they are replacing all of their Blitz events at this event with Sage events. So if you want to come and play Sage side events, come and hang out and have a good time. $20 format. $20 format. Come enjoy it. It's what it's there for. So anyway, that's our shameless plug. Also, make sure you check out the Codex Journal if you haven't. Exclamation point Codex in the chat. Oh, buy me. I'm so wonderful. I helped Zach do better. Even though he went 2 and 3, we're going to ignore that. But buy me. I'm just kidding. If you want to check that out, exclamation point Codex in the chat. Worlds is in Philadelphia. You can get practice for Philadelphia. You can get practice for Philadelphia is what I was trying to say. If that was confusing, the Green Tree Sports Card 10K and 2.5K is in Pittsburgh. It is in the Pittsburgh area. I said Philadelphia talking about Worlds, I'm pretty sure, but I might not have. Decklist should be named Lightning McQueen. It is named Lightning McQueen. What are you talking about, dude? Like, Trent. Dog. What? Yeah, I never say it's in Pittsburgh. I'm the worst about that. That puppet show sucked. Can I get my money back? Oh, dog, y'all cracked me up. Okay, let's talk about Aurora and LL and why I am back on my cope and why I think there's a real chance. Wait, what? Deck list name should be Lightning. Oh my God, dude. I'm sorry, dog. Man, see, that's a great example of like when you read something and your brain tells you what you want to see. My bad, dog. My bad. Don't tempt me to buy the Armory deck and turn it into an LL deck. I mean, you basically can. I mean, I don't know how much Channel Lightning Valleys are. Apparently, the cold foil Channel Lightning Valleys are like 100 and like they're over $100 a piece. I don't know if you guys know this or not. The cold foil Channel Lightning Valleys are over $100 a piece. I was actually going to buy some as part of the giveaway to go with the Acilio, like Sigil of Brilliance playmat. And then I saw they were $130 a piece. And I was like, dog, I'm not made of gold. King Midas is silver. To be honest, I don't have Valleys and missing 2 Gons. I mean, you could probably pick up most of that stuff relatively cheap unless it's like spiked because of LL. I bought my Cold Foil CLV and EA Rainbow Foil Gone Flash recently. I don't own EA Rainbow, or I don't own EA Gone Flash. It's just regular Rainbow Foils. Is Dyadic Carapace main board, or is something like Tunic better for Aurora? I just got here, if you've already explained. So, Assassin, I have not talked about the deck list yet. I'm on Dyadic Carapace main deck. I think the Dyadic Carapace is the best blocking chess piece that we have in the Runeblade class, so it fits very well. It also has AB2 built into it, which is just like chef's kiss. Amazing. And then in the sideboard, I also have Tunic down here as like an extra piece, so I'm actually on both depending on what matchup we're playing. Also, guys, if you're curious and you are curious about my deck list and you want like my whole sideboard guide with matchups and stuff like that, if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, all you have to do is link your Discord to YouTube or Twitch, and it'll automatically open up that section of Discord for you, and you can find my February links that have all of my deck lists with complete matchup guides for you. All right. So talking about the deck and some of the changes that I've made and things that I like and that I think are going to fit well. The first one that I want to talk about is Ball Lightning. Now, we've not made a change on Ball Lightning. Ball Lightning is probably one of the most interesting cards with interactions ever. If you play Arc Lightning and then you attack with Ball Lightning and your opponent has Arcane Barrier 1, they are only able to prevent one of the Arcane Barrier. Because Arcane Barrier is a replacement effect, one of the damage from Arc Lightning comes through no matter what, as long as you keep Ball Lightning on the chain. So you can have some very, very dumb and explosive turns with Ball Lightning where you're just getting crazy aggressive and you are dealing all kinds of arcane damage over the top. It serves as like a Flicker Wisp if you played Aurora in CC. So we basically get to play 9 copies of Flicker Wisp with Ball Lightning in the deck. Absolutely insane. Love Ball Lightning to death. Sorry, hang on just a second here. Ball Lightning. Hey, Kyle, what's up, my dude? Also, let's go. Whew. Sorry, I took some air in and then I had to hiccup. I don't know what happened right there. Anyway, James, thank you so much for the 14 months over on Twitch, dude. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hope you've been doing well, man. Hope you've been doing well. What if we also played Flicker Wisp? It's probably overkill, right? Like you probably don't need 9 copies of, or you probably don't need 12 copies of Flicker Wisp. If there was a card I would add to my deck that's not in it, it would be Sting of Sorcery because it's like Arc Lightning's like 4 through 6 pseudo. Ball Lightning is Enigma's worst matchup for sure. That's the truth. We're cooking with Lightning. Damien, you're always trying to cook, dog. Like sometimes you don't have to burn the kitchen down. Sometimes you don't need all the spice. We're on 9 Ball Lightnings, fam. Like, hey, let's go. My man has been a member on YouTube 25 months. Dude, thank you so much for 25 months of big support over on YouTube, Kyle. I appreciate it so much, brother. Means a lot. I've apparently been big supporting for 25 months and YouTube wants me to say something. Well, I'm glad YouTube called it out, man, because I appreciate me getting the chance to thank you for that. Build your own stubby hammers might actually be a great way to think about that. Might be a great way to think about that. Only thing we're cooking here are glizzies? Dude, facts though. Facts though. Get them with a glizzy. I don't even know what that means. Y'all take that however you want. You take that however you want. Yo, let's go. The Gamer 101. Damien, is that you over on Twitch? Yo, thank you so much for the Prime sub over on Twitch. The Gamer 101. I'm assuming it's Damien, but if it's not, thank you, whoever it is. I appreciate it so much. It means a bunch. My favorite part about being a member, early access to Aggro Blaze videos. Yo, Kyle with the plug here. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. For anybody who does not know, if you are a YouTube member, you get early access to every pre-recorded video that goes up on the channel. It normally goes up about like 6 to 12 hours, somewhere in there, early enough for you to be able to watch it before everybody else. Well, Damien, I appreciate it. Sometimes you don't need the spice. Bro has never dated a Hispanic woman because then he'd never go spiceless. Foxy, bro, what is happening in chat? Oh, I forgot you had a Twitch. Well, Damien, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. It is definitely provocative. My favorite part is having access to exclusive matchup notes and guides and all the stream deck lists. So helpful. I love that this is just like turning into like you all like plugging all the cool things that you get from being a Twitch subscriber or YouTube member. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Yo, Kevin, what's up, dude? Kevin, you heard exactly what you thought you heard, dude. I'm just out here like shit's just coming out of my mouth in sentence form, dog. We're big chilling today. We are big chilling today. The other cards in the main deck that I want to talk about, nothing really interesting. We are now on Sizzle. I mean, I guess this is kind of interesting. I have decided that I want to cut the Electrostatic Discharge and Flittering Charge from the deck. I'm looking to be on like more non-attack actions. We're adding more block. We're making Face Purgatory more consistent. Sizzle also works very, very well with Starfall. Works really well with Arc Lightning, getting an extra ping going. So I like Sizzle a lot. It feels like it fits in pretty well. The downfall of playing Sizzle over Electrostatic Discharge is that we are on Second Strike in the main deck as opposed to being on Flittering Charge. Flittering Charge is like much more consistent of a tool, I would say. But Second Strike still has that ability to be that 0 for 4 when we need it to. So it could line up really well. You want to play an LL game? Yeah, as soon as I'm done talking about the deck, Damien, for sure. Oh, man. Kyle said, wait, just kidding. I'm mad at you, Trent. LOL. Dude, y'all are cracking me up. Unlike Pro Tour London, we are on Skyward Serenade and Skizik. I think that this is just a very, very impactful tool that lets us churn through our deck faster and get more cards out of our deck. If we play against Hard Fatigue and LL, which I don't really know if that exists right now with the way that the bans have shaken up, Skyward Serenade could be it's going to be very, very good in the deck. The other like big 3 cards, that I want to talk about are in the sideboard. I think that they have big impacts on the metagame and everything that's going on. First up is Zap Clappers. Zap Clappers is great into a lot of aggro decks because they're not playing AB1 into you because their entire game plan is to just race. And a lot of times, even if people are playing like AB1 into you, they don't want to spend cards defensively that they're not already prepared to block with. Like Viserai, Chain, Briar, they're probably not looking to play a ton of defense. They want to be playing more offense if they can. So you have the ability to put a Channel Lightning Valley in play, block with Zap Clappers, and then reveal an instant card from your hand, and then it deals 1 arcane damage to the attacking hero. You can also pair Zap Clappers and like Channel Lightning Valley with a Sigil of Suffering to draw some cards, but it just gives you the ability to get value out of your channel both on offense and on defense, which I really, really like. Zap Clappers has felt good into a lot of the aggro matchups and just helping us draw extra cards, turn through our deck faster, and just applying extra pressure. So I think Zap Clappers works very, very well. I think it is a good tool in the sideboard here. You know what? I'm sorry for taking the first shot at that ban, Kyle. Should have been you. I'm toying with Acilio and LL. If you want to play this match, I'm prepared. I mean, I'm down to play against you guys anytime you want. Yo, let's go. Dot did this offline a few weeks ago. Dot, thank you so much for the 3 months of Prime support, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate all the love and support, guys. It means a lot. Thank you. Next up is Warmonger's Diplomacy. I feel like Warmonger's Diplomacy does not need an introduction. This card is a powerhouse into all other Rune Blades except for us. It's also pretty good against like Dash IO at trying to slow them down. It's a 3-block. It shuts off attack actions and non-attack actions in the same turn, forces our opponent into making interesting decisions. So we could just like replace blue Ball Lightning inside of our deck with this whenever we're trying to like sideboard cards in and out. Warmonger's Diplomacy gives us a chance to try and race a lot of these other more aggressive heroes by slowing them down and still letting us like push our game plan to the maximum when we need to. So Warmonger's Diplomacy has felt really, really clean in the deck. I've liked it a whole bunch. And then the last card that I really want to talk about in the sideboard is probably the biggest and most impactful card that we have for other matchups that are going on right now. I love Warmongers into a Germinate for 12. Lol. Drawing cards on opponent's turn is always fun, for sure. Hey, what's going on, Jay? You change the list, more non-attack actions will hurt you too. That is true. Playing Warmongers does not play well with Sizzle. Like, we are now on 12 non-attack actions, and it can hurt us. That is very possible. The last big sideboard piece that I really want to talk about here, hang on one second. I want to make sure that this is like fitting into, yeah, okay. So this fits into like what I was looking for. Vaporize and Shock fills a very specific role into all of the Rune Blades, specifically Chain, at allowing us to get Soul Shackles off the board. We can clear Malefic incantations. We can clear Embodiment of Lightning, Embodiment of Earth. We can clear Rune Chants. Vaporize and Shock is absolutely phenomenal. I love this card, and it fits in really well. If you are able to arsenal it or draw it on one of your Arc Lightning turns where your opponent's already taken a bunch of Arcane, you can get rid of so many things. You can basically start Chain over from scratch if you decide that you have like the combo turn and it lines up well. Vaporize and Shock has been an absolutely insane tool. So when we pair Vaporize and Shock with Warmonger's Diplomacy against a lot of these other Runeblade heroes, it really gives us a chance to race them and get into the game and try and apply enough pressure to get them blocking before we're required to. That's not what I wanted. Let's mark that down a little bit different there. Why would you want to get rid of Rune Chants or Malefics? Why would you do this? Fabton, what's up, buddy? It does blow up. It does a blow up of the Rune Chants. Don't do a very good accent, guys. I'm not very good at impressions. You're already bringing Vaporize and Shock into the Runeblade matchup, so you're able to go down on more non-attack actions there. That's very true. That's very true. Did you know you can Vaporize Shock a Spectral Shield that's attacking and end of turn? Yeah. Yeah. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. I cackled IRL, dude. Fapton, that's hilarious. I love that. Oh. Fapton, are you going to be in Philly, dude? Are you coming to Worlds? So anyway, these are the changes. This is my cope. This is what we're playing tonight. Let's jump in and see how it all feels. Damien, you asked first about playing an LL game. Would you like to play LL before I start up a game? You're not? Oh, dude, I hate that you're not going to make it, dude. Oh, that's right. You did. I think you told me they were getting married that weekend. I think I asked that and you told me that. I'll never forgive them. I'll never forgive them. That's hilarious. Well, man, I know that I know you're happy to be there and support your friend. I know that feeling, but I also know that it sucks. But I also know that it sucks, to like miss worlds and things like that. I get being on both sides of that equation, and I know that it can feel good or it can feel bad. We're going. I guess we want to go second, playing against Syndra. Yeah. I don't have a Syndra matchup, guys. I don't have a Syndra matchup, guys. we about to be sideboarding on vibes alone here. On vibes alone. We'll have to link up an event in 2026. Yes, Fabton, for sure. We need to meet up at an event, and we need to like record a video of some kind, something. For sure. All right, so this is a Face Purgatory matchup. No, is this Balance? No, this is Balance. I'm sorry. This is definitely a Clappers matchup. I don't have a matchup for this. One sec. Lol. So Zap Clappers, Balance, Diet Carapace to block. Sigil of Suffering. He said it's fine. I don't have a sideboard. Dude, Damien is a gym. Damien is one of a kind. Yeah, let's try this. I'm trying to hit like chain 12. That's terrifying. Hopefully that doesn't happen, right? This guy's got too many weddings. First his own and now this. I know, right? First his own. Not everyone has gone for their 1-year wedding anniversary. Okay, I was there the beginning part of the day. I was there like the very beginning part of the day. I just left that night. Yeah, I think this is a headpiece matchup. Damien actively said it could be quick. It'll be quick. I mean, let's just get aggressive. Oh, I gotta write this down really quick. Did he just like pass all priorities here? So embodiment, Skizzic, yada yada yada, Skizzic. Is Damien just gonna like try and like YOLO kill me on like turn 2 or some nonsense? All right, well, we're just gonna Arsenal the Lightning Surge and set up here. Yo, this hand's insane. This hand is insane. All right, hang on one second. So we are playing against Syndra. We did get to go second. I wonder if he's on don't they have a tome in this matchup? Like, don't they have like a red, like the 1-cost tome that's like, if it's Chainlink 4 or higher, you draw 2 cards, I think. Fabton's command is pretty great. Fabton's command is pretty great. This hand is insane. This hand is actually insane. I love how good this hand is. Yo, what? You're thinking of Tome of Imperial Flamefish, where they pitch 2 reds. I'm talking about the 1-cost from Uprising that says Chainlink 4 or higher, draw 2 cards. I think we're thinking of different cards there, Fish. But yes, that is definitely a card, the one you're referencing. All right, so if we get to keep this hand, it's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, they're gonna play Tome for free? Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's nutty. Yeah. Like, Damien wants to flick here, which is fine. Like, he wants the resources, what he's saying. I'm going to wait to block with balance. I'm going to try to hang on to my equipment for at least a turn here. There will be other opportunities for us to block with balance and draw if we need to. Yeah, so I thought Damien was going to Art of War me, to be honest. Hey, Mekado, what's up, buddy? This is actually insane. Tell me, Damien. Oh my god, I love this so much. This is everything I wanted Syndra and LL to be. Except I wanted this to be stubby hammers. I wanted this to be stubbies. Would this have worked with stubbies? Nah, they've had 2-0 for 4s, right? So, stubbies, I mean, oh my god. I'm going to like the stream. Yo, Fabton with the like plug. I appreciate it, Fabton. Thank you so much, buddy. Uh-oh. I forgot to do this. Ruh-roh, Raggy. So I have like a different like OBS setup for shorts and stuff like that. We should just draw now, right? Like there's no reason to wait. Wow, that's a crazy thing to end on. Double tome is nonsense. Double tome is nonsense. Could you imagine if we would have drawn into CLV right there? Oh my god! Why did I make that noise? Because I'm weird, Trent. Your mom. Because I'm weird, dog. Because I'm weird. Damien said he should have blocked with his boots. Oh, yeah. For sure. Because he's going to go dagger for 3. Dagger for 3. Is that weird enough for you, Trent? You happy now? Just going to keep making weird noises just to make Trent feel uncomfortable. Because apparently we're not allowed to be ourselves around here. No, I'm just kidding. Trent's great. Trent actually like did me a huge favor today. Apparently some kind of like crypto bot or some shit. I don't know. Got into the server earlier and was like spamming shit, and Trent, like I was in a meeting and Trent like took care of it. Oh, dude, that was insane. That was like the coolest turn ever. Now the question is, will Damien have anything to kill me with after this? It was actually more than 32, right? We blocked 4, so that was a 36-point turn. That was a 36-point turn, which is crazy. Like, without an Art of War, turn 2, Damien did 32. 36. That's insane. Only played into Zens and Briars, but so far been super successful on Azalea. Ooh. Wait, what did Carly say? Well, oh, Carly was saying that about me making noises. 36 life is a little small for LL. Dog. What? Dave out here trolling me. Average Syndra turn in CC. Man, I gotta play the CC games that y'all are playing, because dang, I am not playing Syndra right, dog. Also, all of our lightning cards here are on hit, dealing extra damage, which is awesome. Like, this is all just crazy. Crazy. Put him to 9. Prank him, John. Let this hit. I dare you. Syndra who? You're about to be a pile of ashes when I'm done with you, big boy. This is just worth 3 damage, right? Like, this is just worth 3 damage. That was crazy. That was crazy work. So, Ball Lightning, Shock for 2, and then Arcanic Shockwave is just Lethalies. Lethalies! Yeah, I did see that game, Dave. I did see that game. But still, I feel like throwing 36 at somebody on turn 2 will probably win you most games, right? Ka-chow! We had lethalies lined up no matter what. Didn't matter. Now, that was a game and a half. They threatened 36 on turn 2, and we threatened 35 on turn 3. I mean, to be fair, Dave did call that it wasn't good enough. Dave did literally say a little small in LL, and we did win. I mean, it's a different story if Damien goes second, right? Probably a different story if Damien goes second. All right, so we got to win. Damien threw 36 at us on turn 2, but we threw 35 on turn 3 after dealing 13 the turn before. Allowed us to force Damien into blocking with Arc Lightning plus double Ball Lightning. I mean, that Arc Lightning into double Ball Lightning turn is like that. I mean, you know, as Kirk Herbstreit would say in college football back in the day, this is where legends are made. God, I hated that. I hated that. I should have drawn Artivore's skill diff. Yo, dude, Damien, you've been talking to Taylor too much. Look at this. It's automatically updating. I noticed it out of the corner of my eye, and I thought something was wrong. Also, somebody else said something about playing a game, an LL game. Who wants to play LL? LL is better as a content farm rather than in a competitive format. He's on to me, chat. He's on to me, chat. Oh, Dodge wanted to play? Dodge, let's do it. No one wants to play LL? Your mom, Hal. How about that? Let's see. Private game. Oh, that's the game link. Or that's the game link. Hang on. Dodge, I will send you one. Dodge, aren't you also Dodge on Talishar? I'm pretty sure. Like, aren't you also just Dodge? Or not on Talishar. Yep, see, dude, you found it. Right as I was like searching. I just searched for Dodge and hope I find it. And I found it about the time. Ooh, Flesh and Blood put out a video. Can you play Marlin without Fables? That's actually a cool video. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that and see what that looks like. I don't know why I thought Dodge was playing anything other than Dio. Yeah. We're going second. Damn. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I have a Dio matchup here. I can't remember what it is. We're on balance. Actually, I don't know why I do it this way. I can just like swap and it'll tell me everything that I'm playing. This is a Clappers matchup. We bring in Warmongers for Blue Ball Lightning. And we bring in Sigil of Suffering. Anytime I bring in Warmongers, I cut Blue Ball Lightning. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to cut the current funnels, but I like cards that block in this matchup. I think having cards that block are very good for us, so I think they have a higher impact for what we're looking for. All right, let's see what Dodge has got. Let's do it. Zach, let me get the next one. Dude, you got it. Hal, I don't think anybody's ever followed up and said, what about my mom? Say it. Yo, Fish also said, I doubt Hal's mother wants to play LL. Victor from the pre-queue here. The 3 Remembrance were not targeted sideboard against you. Yeah, I mean, that's why I talked about it, because I was like, is it likely that you targeted sideboard attack for me? No, but it's possible. It was unfortunate to sit down and play against like already a tough matchup. To play against what is already a tough matchup and then also find what the hell is this do? Okay. It was just very unfortunate for me. Just very unfortunate for me. Where did I? Yeah, Dirtle. I just figured. Helm is bad. Why is balance bad? They can play high octane and processor in this format. So I can't use Snapdragon Scalers until my next turn. So we're going to block with this as early as possible. I do have AB. Sizzle. Stasis Cell are two of the best cards in LL. At me. I don't even... Oh, Null Time Zone? I think Null Time Zone might be the best card in LL. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll see you this weekend for the PQ LL. Going to be rocking Chain. I'm excited. Yeah, dude. I'm excited to get to hang out again. I was like, I think I also got to talk to some of your buddies. I think I played one of your buddies playing Florian, right? I think as well. Well, we hit already. Do we just Arsenal this? I think the answer is just yes, right? Like, we're just going to Arsenal this and try to set up for a better hand. We have snaps to do some stuff with, so I think this is fine. Entwine Lightning, Ball Lightning, Current Funnel, Snatch. There's one card. There's one card. I am unfortunately aware of this, so we're just going to be blocking as much as possible with our equipment early. I think he's one of our best players in the shop, and this was his first time going to 80 or bigger bit in the skirmish, so I'm glad he got the experience. That's awesome, man. I love that. I love that. So I'm going to call you Dirtle. I don't know if you're okay with me saying your first name out loud on stream, so I'm just going to call you Dirtle if that's okay. I always like, I don't want people to feel uncomfortable by me like being like, hey, Bob, you know? Obviously, I use Bob because that's not Dirtle's name, but or is it? Am I mind gaming you? No, but I try to stay away from people's name. I'm good with either. Okay, all right. I always like to make sure. Yeah, Philip, I'll see you this weekend, man. I will see you this weekend for sure. Hold a Helm of the Arc Knight, Gym Pack 3, and I'm just trying to figure out if I can use it at all. Thank you for letting me know it's not great. I mean, there's just, I think it's, it's better things, right? Like, I think the point that that Ian's trying to make is that there are better things to play Assassin. You always doxing me. Now everyone knows I'm Dave. Oh, man. Y'all are a vibe tonight, dude. Y'all are a vibe tonight. Y'all crack me up, dude. I swear. Y'all crack me up. I mean, I hate to take 8, but like our hand's pretty good, right? Our hand's pretty good and like does some pretty impactful things, so we're just gonna let it happen. You didn't ask me if you could use my name. You're my wife. I talk about you and use your name all the time. Was I just gonna call you wife all the time? Like when I'm live, was it just gonna be like, oh yes, my wife? Like, come on, get out of here with that. Yo, Llama, what's going on? How are you? For anybody who does not know, and I promise this is like not planned, Llama's just here. Physical Llama started streaming on Twitch. So if you guys want more Flesh and Blood content to see, go give Physical Llama a follow over on Twitch. I'm sure they would appreciate it, and it's more content for you guys to watch. But it's actually like tic-tac-toe. Yo, how's it tic-tac-toe? Tell me about it, Trent. Let's tic-tac-toe. We can tic-tac-toe each other. What? Okay. So unfortunately, we do not get the Ball Lightning effect on the Entwine Lightning. So we have two options here. We can go Ball Lightning and then Current Funnel, and then we have nothing to fuse with. It's like we have to play Ball Lightning into Current Funnel is the only way to get the effect of Current Funnel. So we have to go Entwine Lightning, then Ball Lightning, then Current Funnel, then Snatch, then Gone in a Flash. Unfortunately, that is how it has to be. That is how it has to be. I've never watched Borat, Trent. Don't sorry. I'm sorry, man. I have no response to whatever the hell that means. Trent out here trolling like he wouldn't tic-tac-toe me. Look at me. I'm kidding. Listen, Trent acts like this when he's in public, but y'all should see Trent's DMs behind closed doors. That guy's a maniac. Maniac. I mean, let's try to push more damage through. I was like, if he's gonna give me an extra card, I'm going to snap here. Would it have been worth? No. Just gonna prevent me from blocking with Zap Clappers? Oh, I guess you could have hit an item off the top. I see. I feel like dodge is really bricking this game. Like dodge is like dricking. He's gonna snap. It's why you wear the headband so you don't get people playing tic-tac-toe on my forehead. Yo, honestly, that makes so much sense. Makes so much sense. Catch me in a game of Mexican trains? Yo, I'm sorry. I seem to remember you coming to mine and Carly's house playing Mexican trains and getting that ass kick, son. Or did you win? Or did you win? Carly, did Trent win Mexican trains? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. No, I've never seen Borat, my love. I'm sorry. No, that's not what I wanted. It doesn't matter. Draw a card. Oh! Like insert Sully meme. I mean, we're at 26. We could die, you know? Like, we could just actively die. Which is, like, bananas. Oh! No! You can't make me! Yes! It can't defend this turn? Am I confused? Oh! This is awkward. I should have read that card more. Or leaves the battlefield is an important line of text.
I'm in danger.
This is not good. I repeat, this is not good. We also can't block with Zap Clappers. Y'all, dude. Dude. It's not very cash money of you, bro. Did Carly win? I can't remember who won, to be honest. TBH. That's where my head went when he said my wife. Hey, what's up, Michael? I won, but actually I don't remember. I just... Carly said I won, but actually I don't remember. I just win. Welcome to being married in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to being married in a nutshell. And I gotta tell you, it's fantastic. I love being married. Just block with Snapdragon Scalers? I mean, we wanted to save some value there, right? We take 7 down to 19. I want to draw a card. I want to draw a card. This from hand? Yeah, they've already DO'd, so this has to be from hand. They're going to draw this accelerator. Yeah, I guess we're going to take 7 down to 12 and see what happens. I mean, I don't like how this is going, but... We block 5, take 5, go to 2. There's no way for them to gun us, and then they're dead to Arcane. If I have counted correctly. I probably haven't. I probably haven't. Damage step. Nothing happens. Somersault, actually a great draw. Doesn't really matter how we play this one out, right? We want to resolve the Arc Lightning first. They go to 1. We get our Ball Lightning back. And then we kill them with the Arcane. Can second the married stuff? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Being married's the best. I get to hang out with my best friend all the time. It's worth noting we lose that game if Dodge doesn't just like threaten 0 damage on this turn right here. Like Dodge like threatens like literally 0 damage right here. And I think if that's anything, we lose, right? Like if it's 10, we lose, I'm pretty sure. It's also worth noting we want to go first in this matchup. Sad to hear you say tonight while I'm still at work. I want to play Fab 2. Diego, what time is it where you're at? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, Dodge. I don't know what it is, Dodge. When we play, you either high roll me or I high roll you. Like, I feel like that's just every single time we play. Dodge, turn 3. They threatened 0 damage off a brick. And I also applied good pressure with CLV and Ball Lightning buff. All right, we're 2-0. I'm not saying my cope's working. I'm saying my cope's working. Now we're going to lose all the games we play. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Luke. I managed to pull out a 30 damage turn out of a Spark T-Bone Blue, and Yellow. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. It's 4 p.m. over here on the West Coast. Gotcha. I remember being upset getting the daily 4 p.m. notification that Agroblaze is live an hour before I get off work. Llama, that's hilarious. Oh, man. It's so funny because I have to say I did go live an hour earlier than normal this week, tonight. We are streaming from 6 to 9 this evening. Carly's coming home tonight, and so I am picking her up at the airport. And so we are streaming from 6 to 9, a little bit earlier than usual. Let's see. What? I don't even know where that just took me. There it is. All right, Luke. I just sent you the game, brother. Let's do it. I'm American made, large Chevrolet. Something. My mom. I don't remember. We're going to go first this time around. Luke, best of luck to you, brother. Zap Clappers, Snapdragons, Balance. No Blue Ball. Warmongers, Sigil. Let's get it. Let's get this bread. You guys just want me to start doing things that children do to make you all feel uncomfortable? Like I do with my siblings? Like you guys just want me to start going like 6, 7... or like 41 or like whatever. I don't know. I think my brother told me there's a new one the other night at dinner. Got a dip for a bit for work stuff. We'll catch the rest of the stream later. Yo, Dot, thanks for coming by, man. Stasis Cell was insane. Did look really good. Yeah, 41's a new one. 41. Yeah, okay. All right. I did say no Blue Ball, didn't I? I just now realized that. I just now realized that. That is pretty funny. So we're going to put this into play. We are going to activate Aurora, and we're going to arsenal the Sigil of Suffering and pass. Hopefully this lines up very well for us to be able to like do the whole thing here. We do not have an instant in our hand, unfortunately. We would like to deny them the ability to opt. Plus do their thing. Yeah. Yep. Teclocore off the top does nothing for you here. Sure. We're going to say no blocks on the Symbiosis shot, and we're just going to play the Sigil of Suffering. They're going to use our last one, which is fine. Like, extra resources are like a thing here that we have to worry about. Yeah, 3 LL ProQuest this weekend was pretty crazy, actually. So, do I want to go Skizzik, go again, Arcanic Shockwave, fuse with Serenade, snap? I think we just want to play as many 0-for-4s as we can, right? Like, the idea is that we just want to be as aggressive as possible in this matchup, I think. Is that when we bubble out of top 8? Oh, did you guys crack me up? I mean, arsenaling another Sigil of Suffering is pretty good. So we have 3 0 for 4s and a 0 for 5 this turn. Break the combat chain. Serenade, Embodiment, Skizalt. Pretty good turn cycle. And then we're going to Arsenal the Sigil. Also, Zap Clappers might be worse in the deck with less instants. I don't know. Maybe Zap Clappers is harder to use with less instants in the deck. I mean, we're probably just going to try to look to get value out of it anytime we can. Yeah, we'll take the Boom Grenade. It is what it is. We can also have a pretty good defensive hand here. They did pay 1. So Luke does not need that resource. Or it's just worth harding, I guess. It's also possible Luke's just looking for more cards off the top of the deck. We're just going to wait. We're going to try to get value out of our Sigil here. Processor off the top. Crank that Soldier Boy. There's no priority window, unfortunately, Fish. If we reveal the Channel Lightning Valley from the Zap Clappers, that already goes on the stack. We have to be able to put it into play and reveal a different instant from our hand. I wish we didn't, but we do. I wish we didn't, but we do. I think we're supposed to hang on to the Sigil in case this is a Max V. I'm just assuming this is Max V. So just block with the Sigil of Suffering. And then we get to go E-Strike, go again, E-Strike, draw card, which is fine. Man, we're gonna offer 10, which is not bad. You don't gotta work till 6 o'clock? Oh wow. Kind of crazy because like Arsenal Lightning Surge is about as good as it gets normally. We could technically. No, that doesn't really work either. We could go E-Strike, go again, bottoming the E-Strike, and then somersault this back, but I don't think that's better. Luke falls to 14. We're going to go draw a card on the last one. Okay. I mean, as long as we don't die this turn, which unfortunately with Processor and Teclocore in play, and we're at 19, there's a very good possibility of that. It's always Mechs and Guardians suspiciously having 2 resources left in their turn. That's very fair, Assassin. That's very fair. You should block with Heart. Like if I'm Luke, I'm blocking with Heart here. Adaptive Plating, you can get value out of next turn. Teclo Foundry Heart is just a good 2 block here, and then you should save your crown because it's always 2 block. I think that Luke should block with Teclo Foundry Heart here because we are nearing the end of the game, and you never want to leave yourself with extra equipment block at the end of the game. It always feels very, very bad. At least I think it feels very, very bad. I mean, this hand's pretty good. This hand is pretty good. No blocks. We are getting close to Boom Grenade off the top killing us. Oh yeah, how did you have 2 more ProQuests going on this weekend, Michael, that you got to play in? You have 2 more this weekend you got to play in? I'm a American man, I am a Chevrolet. No, no, no! And Stasis Cell seems really cool. So block with Sizzle, go to 1. And then I don't think this is enough damage to kill them unless Luke blocks very, very poorly. Like, the arcane damage is going to happen. He can't stop it now. Which means we could go 4 into 7, which is 11 on hit Boom Grenade. Luke can block 5, 3, 4, 5, 6 from equipment alone. Which means we need Luke to be in a spot where he falls down to 4. This is technically, if I throw second strike here and then throw E-strike, it's technically 1 more point. But I think that throwing the E-strike is just better because it gives our opponent a chance to make a mistake here. I'm a bit behind, but why doesn't Ball Lightning work on Entwine Lightning? It does work on Entwine Lightning. Hang on 1 second. We're going to see if he blows something up. Yeah. Till the end of its controller's next turn. So this currently has Luke taking 5 down to 5. This puts him to 2. This means we have an opportunity to draw 2 shock effects to win the game. We have a burn up and shock left, and we have a sigil. So we're giving ourselves an out here. I think we're supposed to play this. It doesn't feel great, but I think we're supposed to. Man, having Zap Clappers actually wouldn't matter here. We're probably just dead this turn. Oh well. Oh well. Ball Lightning does work with Entwined Lightning. Insafe, the way that turn that you're referring to was set up, I was required to start with the Entwined Lightning so that I could have a hand that worked. That was why we had to play it out that way, because I needed to have a hand that worked. Semi-decent performance with Slippy. I sadly had to put him into the drawer. I transformed into Mario after a week of practice with half dagger, half stealth build. Last minute decided to go to 2 PQs on my 4-2 after I triple paired into Verdance. Wow, that's tough, man. Like, pairing into Verdance like that is, like, pretty tough. I hate to hear that that was, like, how it went for you. I'm sorry. Was that Diode? All right, so we're dead now. Yeah, we're just super dead to this. Man. Ugh. I'm glad that we at least played to the outs there. That's crazy. We had an average in AVPT of 18.67. 67. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you guys hate that nonsense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we were supposed to play that one out better. I don't know. I don't know. Had me a little scared there. I was hopeful. I was hopeful that we were going to be able to get there. Luke, you played that game very well. The stasis cell tech is really cool. Not being like, I don't think there was a turn where I could have balanced against you anyway. but not being able to utilize balance against dodge was like pretty backbreaking. So Stasis still looking pretty good. We did lose. Gave myself an out to hit double arcane damage off the top of the deck to win, but didn't hit it. Stasis Cell is very good in this matchup, denying me the ability to draw off BOJ. All right, Baj, as is commonly referred to, the old balance of justice. Because, you know, we're trying to balance some justice in the world out there. Yeah, Stasis Cell's crazy. You're not going to say 6-7 if you're drinking? Wait, what? Average card value of 4.5, not good enough in LL? I know, right? I know, right? Keel. So Jay said, no, please. Oh, man. That's so funny. It was a good game, though. Both the Dio games were good. So, is anybody else looking for LL practice before we just start queuing into randoms? Is anybody else looking for LL practice before we just start queuing it up into randoms? Did I miss a big hydrate? Oh, I did miss a big hydrate from Fish a minute ago. For Fish, big hydrate. How funny would it be if there's actually nothing on the cup? I wouldn't do that to you guys, but it would be hilarious, right? Would be hilarious. Oh, there's a Starvo game? Let's play against Starvo. Let's play against Starvo. I think the only thing is you should probably attack Dio on turn 0. You think I should attack Dio on turn 0? Why is that? Like, I'm actually just curious. Starvo. This is just a... Yeah, we're just bringing in sigils. Because their deck is so efficient, we're just going to try and bring in sigils and just, like, get them. Let's change this back to the default matchup. Starvo, we are going second. Okay. I want to arsenal the arc lightning here, but I also want to be able to like abuse the ball lightning this turn. And it doesn't really feel like our hand does both. I think it's just going to be Skyward Serenade, Skizit go again into E-Strike for 7, arsenal the arc lightning. Okay, so if they draw a bunch of items, we can just like get them on turn 0. You've never played Dio if you haven't drawn 3 grenades on turn 0? LOL, that's so funny. It takes you so long to drink that? Thank you, Carly. Thank you. Yes, I'm not a very good at like chugging drinks. I'm just not. Yo, are they on Plume? Huh, that's interesting. I wonder why Plume. Oh, they're also a League of Levia Patreon member. Yo, Raymond, what's up? Congrats on your win. Congrats on your win going to Yokohama next year. It's super exciting. That's not good. Hmm. So we're just going to play channel and pitch the ball lightning to play it. Just keep it in play and pass. Dory best deck? Ooh, I don't know about that. I mean, I know it says buyback felling, but like it just feels like there's probably better things you can be doing, right? Ooh, they're on Flash. Ooh, I wanted to try this in my Starvo list, and I didn't the other day. I do think Flash is pretty good, though. So, do we block Static Shock, Arc Lightning, and Faceberg to try and deny them value? I don't like blocking with Arc Lightning, but I don't know. Okay, so they were just probably gonna pitch an ice card to hammer here. Ooh, okay. So like that was the end of their turn, which is pretty nice for us. What does our turn look like? I think we have to play the Arc Lightning, right? Like we're up 8, we need to get aggressive. I think Bloom is good in Starvo, but I don't like it into Aurora. I think it's your best hat into decks that you don't expect to attack you often. Okay, so definitely not me. So definitely not Aurora. I think we're gonna throw this to try and get value here. Channel Link Frigid is everybody's most annoying thing in the world, yeah. Let you cycle into one Starvo activation pretty easy. Okay. All right, so trying to hit us with something big here, it looks like. We're going to fuse. I mean, if they drew into like a Starstruck or something, we want to force them, like a Starstruck or a Crippling Crush, we want to force them into this decision, right? Like, we don't want this to be super easy for them. We want them to, like, be in an uncomfortable spot. You're playing Gravy and LL? I mean, I got to be honest with you. I think you're on more cope than I am for LL, which is quite impressive. Quite impressive, I would say. Do we want to Arsenal this? Nah, let's force 2 cards. F it, we ball. Starfall's so good. Confirmed. Confirmed. Starfall's actually like one of the coolest weapons ever, in my opinion. I think it's very, very powerful. Sorry, like my shorts are like in the back of the chair. The back of the chair. I hate pitching our channel here, but it was the only way effectively to take every card out of their hand. Yeah, see, I'm okay with this. I'm a American man. I don't know why I have that stuck in my head today. I just like have that in my head. CYB gone, Gravy unplayable? Probably true. Gravy in LL is a level of cope unheard of by mortal man. Listen, you have not been talking to Rose enough if that's the case. Oh, man. Rose is on all the cope for LL. And you know, honestly, I'm here for it. Yes. Yes. It's all coming together. Yes. Yes. Now, do we Arsenal this, or did we just, like, F it, we ball and send it? Are we getting Bandana Mech soon? Raymond, what the hell does that mean, dog? I'm so confused. What does that even mean? Like, do we want to set up and, like, throw this? Like an Arsenal? Probably, right? We've gotten through a lot of their equipment. We're going to save this for second cycle. We've pitched a couple of ball lightnings. So what we're going to do is we're going to block 4. We're going to throw Lightning Surge, pitch the Arc Lightning, and pass. Actually, we're going to throw Gone in a Flash. Yeah. Yeah. I like this a lot. This is a pretty good tempo swing for them back, so... Oh, merch. Did I read that wrong? I'm so sorry. I am reading everything wrong tonight. Raymond, I'm sorry, dog. Bandana merch, huh? I don't know, man. Somebody mentioned that a while ago about like a merch store or something like that, and like I like the idea. I don't think it would move enough stuff to like have the ability. I also considered like ordering some like stuff, like some like shirts like that had like my logo on them or something, and then like doing them as giveaways or selling them at events or something like that. I don't know, like people who are interested. I don't know. I don't know. Mm. You're actually an excellent reader. Yo, dog, you got to tell Carly that. You got to tell Carly that because Carly does not believe that I'm an excellent reader. Let me rephrase. I don't think I'm bad at reading. I'm a very slow reader. I have like a child's intellect for reading, and Carly's just like like every time, dog. It's crazy. Have we played a Skizik already? My games are starting to run together. All right, so there's only one Skizik left. Yeah, we're gonna take 8. This is fine. We're good. Trial run? We could actually do like a trial run. Belittle, get yellow minnowism, play Tipple as a power play. You wouldn't get it. I mean, you're right, Damien. I wouldn't get it. Me like 0 for 4. Like, I don't know how to explain this to everybody. I live on like both ends of the spectrum, both in what you think and both by like, never mind. Like, somebody sent me a Project Blue deck today. It was Chris. By somebody, I mean Chris. It was Chris. Chris sent me a Project Blue deck today, and it was just Oldham, and it was literally just nothing but 4 blocks. And I was like, this is amazing. This is everything I want in life. I love this. Like, this is awesome. If you want to throw it at me, you're going to have to take damage to throw whatever you have in your arsenal at me. But like also I love attacking. So I love Aurora. You know, like I just love 0 for 4s. It doesn't matter if they're offense or defense, I've learned. I just like 0 cost like 4s. Hey. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Burn up and shock ball lightning. If they don't give us stalagmite, actually they can give us stalagmite. Who gives a shit? Yeah, this is great. Who would make Sage decks already? It's not even a tier 4 format. Listen, I might know somebody. I might know a couple people who are already brewing Sage. Hal, does that sound familiar to you? Do you know anybody, Hal, potentially playing Sage decks? Putting decks together? Maybe putting Aurora decks together for, you know, somebody's name who rhymes with Schmagra Blaze 96. I have a child's intellect. I mean, you guys can quote that, right? You guys are probably gonna like clip that, you know, and save that for one day. That's okay. I'm not offended. I understand. Perhaps. I think of that Family Guy meme every time. Just got top 4 in a 26-person ProQuest this weekend. Went 6-1. I think people are sleeping on Fatigue Victor real bad. I'm sorry. Did you say Fatigue Victor? Fatigue Victor. At first you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. Holy shit, I would play Fatigue Victor so fast. Yo, playing around the lightning press? Smart. Well played, opponent. Well played. Well, playing around the press. Yes, Victor. Apparently we're playing Fatigue Victor. Now that's a cope I can get on. How are we beating Gravy? Like, how are we beating Gravy? Fatigue Victor answers the Gravy problem, which is what I like about it. How are we answering that question playing any other Fatigue deck is what I want to know, like, genuinely. You fatigue him? Thanks. We're going to use snaps here because it makes our hand work effectively. So we're going to go Lightning Surge, Snap, Somersault, Starfall. Lightning Surge, Aurora. We're not going to make an embodiment now. I'm actually just okay pitching the Sigil of Suffering. We need to. Yeah. This is fine. It's obnoxious, but it's fine. Again, like if they're willing to to take 4 here to go to 7, I can give up a turn to let them have this. Our locals already building it. We are pushing hard to get new players. The price was a struggle. Yeah, if there's actually a fatigue victor list, please send it to me. Like, shoot it to me on Discord. I'd love to hear about it. I've been playing RKO. He's actually insane. RKO is actually a really good hero. I can confirm, we are taking 11 here. This hand is pretty good. This hand's pretty good. We're just taking 11. It's running 3 AB plus Skullcap, 6 AB. I only swing Millers if I get space. Else let them burn cards. I don't care. Okay. So how are we beating pot combo, I guess is my question. Huntsman? I think Huntsman struggles into gravy as well. I don't know. Ty was playing it this past weekend. He seemed pretty high on it. Ty's a good player, so like if he thinks the deck is real, then I would take his word for it. Or like maybe Ty was just like playing it because he enjoyed it. But I think he top 8'd. I think Ty top 8'd on it. I already have a list for you, boss. Yo, if there is a word that I could associate with the man, the myth, the legend, the U.S. Nationals top 8 competitor Randy Davis, it would be fatigue. We literally have a running joke in our friend group, like with a few of us that like hang out and chat pretty regularly, that when you start getting into the world of playing, if you have a deck that plays Fiddler's Green and Midas Touch, you're on the Randy Davis special. You're on the Randy Davis special. Are they going to juice me again? Okay. So... Oh, shit. We are actually about to get juiced. Oh, they have a red fruits in hand? Never mind. They only have 1 card in hand, right? So it's literally just Boulder Drop for 7. So we're going to give up a card from hand. Can I skip all of this shit? Sorry, you guys had to listen to me. Yeah, the new reaction is polarizing. I do agree with that. Do I want to block with the last Skizzik? Skizzik? So, block Skizzik and Grasp. What are the odds we're taking 7 and going to 6 here, right? Like, what to keep the Skizzik in our deck for the last Serenade? Hang on. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 Serenades, and this is our last Skizzik. Or we could block 4, take 3, go to 10, burn up and shock both sides. This hand is awkward, actually. Because we need to lead on... I need to lead on this. And it's the only way to guarantee that I push damage through. Because they have equipment, and they're going to gain 2 and go to 5 here. They're going to Arsenal this. Pitch a card. They have 3 cards left in hand. Play this. Attack with Arcanic Shockwave. Fuse with Red Ball Lightning. They pitch another card. They block. Or they have 1 pitch. They block. They have to block this and that. And then they block their last 2 cards here. And we don't get to push the channel hit here. Yo, Mello, what's up, dude? Am I just supposed to keep the Skizzik? Am I supposed to give up the burn up and shock and keep the Skizzik? Is that actually the play? Yes. This is better to push. No, because if they don't have. This is a more consistent line. This is a more consistent line. Yeah, I'm down to play one after this. Pulverize mod check. You're on arcane compliance as well. I hate blocking with burn up and shock there since it's the third one, but I don't know that we have another option. Are we supposed to go Skizzik for 4? Did we go Skizzik for 4? We're going to force them to have 3 blocks, which like they probably do in some capacity. Now we can play Arcanic Shockwave, guarantee we get a card across the top. I think this is just better. I don't know. I just have the feeling like my gut's just telling me this is better. Because even if they pitch, there's still one coming across. They cannot stop it even with AB. It doesn't matter. And the floor of this turn is we pitch one of the 2 cards in our hand to Aurora. Ball lightning kills them. The ball lightning on the chain deals the extra damage and we get them. Yep, there it is. All right. So it took me a moment to like really process and put all that together, but we were able to like win that game in the end. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know. Like, guys, granted, I know that like, you know, we got pretty lucky in our Dio game and like Damien only had 1 real turn in our Cinder game, but like, man, the decks felt pretty good. That is, hang on really quick. That is 9 games so far. And my only loss is to Luke playing Dio. We're 2-0 against Starvo. Beat a Viserai, a Briar, a Chain. I did beat a Victor. Like, not that that really matters. And then beat a Dash.io and lost to a Dash.io. Let's see. Up wasn't able to high roll this game, and we forced them into blocking better at hands are let's see. I think a better note is Op played around Lightning Press on ball lightning plus burn up turn. Kept them in the game. All right, hang on, Damien. I got you. I'll make a game, brother. I will make us a game really quick. Oh, I don't have to do this. Wait, I thought I just played a private game. Oh, we joined a game. We joined the Starvo game. We joined the Starvo game. That's right. Damien. Oh, because the last thing I was looking at also had a match that I had sent to somebody. I was like, what is happening? Like, what is happening? What is happening? Ooh, playing against Lexi? This will probably not be fun. I don't feel like this is a fun matchup for us. I could be wrong. Lexi's very, very good at like punishing other aggro decks. So we are on balance. I think we're on grasp instead of clappers because Damien said I might have burnt the food. We're gonna screenshot that for later when I need when I have to argue about Damien. I have to argue with Damien about something. Let's see. We are bringing in. I don't. Am I supposed to pick first or second in this matchup? We're supposed to go second. And we want to bring in the Sigil of Sufferings. We're on balance because of 3 Oak, and then we do not want to be on Zap Clappers because they play natural AB. So we're probably better off to just be at Grasp. Nah, you know what? We're testing. Let's play Clappers and see how it feels. Let's play the old Clappers and see how it feels. I'm curious to know if Clappers feels good or not in this matchup. Probably not, but the top deck was very good. And move on to like Zen, Briar, and Starvo. We did mellow, but as you noticed in the thumbnail, I'm back on my cope. I'm back on my cope. Wonder how new feels after banned. I watched the LL Houston. The Turtle Viscera is insane. Oh yeah, the ability to just like block super well. The deck's really good. Yeah, see, they have like just AB naturally built into like their entire game plan here. So we're gonna go +1 and go again. No, we're not. We're just gonna do the thing and we're gonna pitch the Skizik. Skizik. If it helps, I am on cope with IOYS now. What is that? What is IOYS, Annabelle? I honestly have no idea what that means. Immediately blocks with a Frostlock. Pitch the Skizik. Oh, an Icelander? Oh, gotcha. I mean, if you hit the right set of things, Icelander's like pretty decent in the meta, I feel like. All right, let's see how you do this one, Damien. I mean, yeah. We're immediately gonna snap. Aw, Sage. Well, we snapped. Yeah, we don't have to go again. Let's do it. Added an O by mistake. That's okay. With the Trinity, in 2 weeks when the Trinity gets nerfed, we back to Victor Lyeth 2. I don't like that attitude, Mello. I don't like that attitude. No, we will not be back to Victor and Lyeth. I am narrowing it down. I'm still on my 3 CC decks. Jarl didn't do as well as I wanted, unfortunately, but at the ProQuest this past weekend, but I've not given up on Jarl. I'm still very comfortable in all 3 of the CC decks I have. I've had great luck with Team Metal Fab's build. The deck looked good. I played it a couple games. It's not bad. Like the Team Metal Fab build of Lyeth is not bad. I mean, it's like all attack, so it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna go balancing here. If Damien lets this hit, we get to go second strike and then E strike for 7. If he doesn't let this hit, which it looks like he's not, Damien blocking quite a bit here. It's going to be current funnel into E strike for draw card. She had a bad game on chain. I let the cope get to me. Time to build. Had to think about that one for a second. I mean, I agree. I don't think the deck is very easy to play. I think I said that yesterday when we were all hanging out and chatting. It's actually kind of funny how much I like this. Drawing 2 blues is hilarious here. Because there'd be a lot of turns where we like literally just could do nothing. But at least we get to do something. That was a secret tech of Lexi. She can block decently. Yeah. I threw in the list. You should play Victor. You know you want to. Of course I want to. I just don't think I should. Let's press this. We'll push through 4 points of damage here if there's no defense reaction. Puts Damien down to 32. We'll activate Aurora and pass. I'd rather have the defense reaction since we do not have a consistent go against source setup in our arsenal. Oh, man. What the fuck? Okay. Damien is cooking. Damien is cooking. That's obnoxious. That is like so obnoxious. Classic. Victor's actually an amazing deck if you dodge Verdant. Don't you also have to dodge Gravy? Isn't that like the big problem? I am not learning that deck in 2-ish weeks with literally 0 base to start. Rose, I disagree with you. You could 110% learn that deck in 2 weeks. So we're going to block Carapace. And then we're going to pitch Sizzle to Sigil of Suffering. This thing literally says draw cards, right? Yeah, that's like... I feel like this card is so broken. Oh, wait. There's no reason to keep the Snatch, right? I mean, it's a 0 for 4. As opposed to a 0 for 3. It's actually just fine. Verdance is 5%. Okay. Well, so I guess I go back to my question. Why would we play Victor when we could just play Gravy where you have... I'm sorry, when you could just play Jarl where you have a, like, pretty fair Gravy matchup, or play... and, like, you have, like, a decent Verdance matchup? Like, genuine question. We have nothing for pop stat combo. The man just doesn't like to win, I guess. Yo, am I getting like baited right now? Yo, NQ actually just trying to bait me right now. Hilarious. Why pay for Blizzard there instead of hero ability? Because I'm a bag none, Orlando. We should have paid for our hero ability. You are 110% correct. Bag none status achieved. Thank you for pointing that out. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that seriously. Thank you for pointing that out, that I should have... There was a better play line there, and I should have made it. This card's so good against us. Did we just get juiced by Icelander now? Watching people on this cope that you can fatigue Gravy is so funny. I mean, I agree. I think Jarl is probably the only deck that has that availability, that has like that real option. I don't really want to go to 26. Fuck it. Does Jarl have a better way to deal with pot combo? Yes. 110%. You like literally are like 40, you are like literally at 40 life or better. And you have poison the wills, and you take about 15 points off their combo turns. So when you go for the turn, you play poison the will on the 3rd and the 4th potion that they pop to gain 2 life, and you're taking amp off of their turn, and you're preventing them from gaining life and making them lose life instead. I disagree with all statements regarding my ability to learn things. I mean, Rose, you got to give yourself a chance, you know? So we're going to go second strike, pitch Lightning Surge to Starfall, throw Snatch and Arsenal. The Lightning Surge. Personally, like Victor because he's good into the rest of the field, and I think he's neat accepting L's to Verdants and Gravy sucks right now, but I like to make gold. I mean, that's fair. Like, and if you're telling me that you're actively going to an event and you are playing the deck knowing that you have losses into these matchups and you're just okay with that, then no problem. Like that's perfectly fine. You do have a pretty good spread into the rest of the field, which I think is cool. But yeah, no, I completely get it. I think you have to walk into a tournament with that mindset. Like I literally think you have to have that mindset for the tournament. Should have kept that blue, huh? Should have kept that blue, it looks like. Nope, I hate Rune Blades. We're on Cope. All right, well. Like that's not a nice card. That is, though. So we're going to pitch second strike, attack with our... turn off my hero ability. Okay. That's fine. I think them turning off my hero ability is fine. I mean, we have an okay hand, right? Like, we could just, like, block effectively. Am I just supposed to block? Well, no, I don't like the idea of blocking because we have channel in play. And we can still force their hand here. And I got my lucky matchups for 2 weekends in a row. So I'm over in my lane, unbothered, moisturized, and glowing. Okay, first off, that might be, like, the greatest response ever. I love that so much. So much. Again, I hate it, but I think we're going to 12. Like, this Ice Disruption is obnoxious, but... Well, I mean... I agree. It's less than ideal. You gotta be shitting me right now. That's your... Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna pitch both of these. Before the Blizzard, I was also going to pitch in Twine Lightning to be able to play the Lightning Surge here to just try and like get ultimate value out of this turn, but the Blizzard just kind of shits on that. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Slink below. Yeah, now Bolton Shot is automatically coming in for 5. I would love to draw an instant. I think we're just going to go to 7. There's no reload here. And we do not have the ability to get them with the sigil. Oh, I have to pay for that? God, that's so bad. I guess we're just going to go to 2 and Arsenal this. When X and 1 in Swiss, losing to Kano, then lost in top 8 to Verdance. If I get the other side of the bracket, I win the event, perhaps? Right, but like, I feel like with what you guys are saying, you're just kind of proving my point, though. That like, I feel like it is just abysmal. Like, you're going into an event playing Victor just knowing that you have some pretty unwinnable matchups. And at a ProQuest, I give you the benefit of it's an open field. You never know what could happen. You just don't get that at like a big event like Worlds, in my opinion. Just need gym gods to help you 100%. And if you get it, you're going to do well. And if you don't, you are not going to win. But like, again, at a ProQuest, you can take that chance. I do not think Victor is correct at big events. If we're playing Victor at ProQuest, that's fine. Like, it's such a small like level of an event that like it doesn't really matter. Like, not that like I'm not saying that it doesn't matter because winning ProQuest obviously matters, but I mean it in the sense of like I just don't think you're going to get what you want out of that exchange. Okay. We're going to play channel. We're going to force Damien into this decision. I'm going to show you the somersault. I think that was correct. Block here, go to 1, somersault this back. Was I supposed to play this differently? Because then I block with this. I think I just messed this up. Because now we somersault. Because now we play sigil. They go to 8. Yeah, so I go to 1. I don't have my second strike. I was playing to draw into an attack that we could block with and somersault them back. I took the greedy line there to try and win, and we got punished because of it. Damien just said in chat, this deck's terrible. I burnt it. GG's, though. That's hilarious. I mean, to be fair, like his deck seemed like it was targeting something like my deck specifically. I mean, I don't really know what he was aiming to do. Like, the channels and stuff were fine. The ice disruption is what helps him in this matchup for sure. Yeah, so that turn cycle, we would have been able to live if I block with Zap Clappers and if I block with the second strike. Block with second strike and Zap Clappers. And then somersault the second strike back. So we're using multiple cards in our hand inefficiently. We go to 1. Then we draw off the Zap Clappers. When Damien attacks again, we put the second strike in front. And then we play the Sigil of Suffering. And then our turn is these 2 cards. We get to go Ball Lightning, Lightning Press it, draw into an Arc Lightning, and Cry. Because we're at 1. And Damien's 5-card hand is like, oh my god. Yeah, that's insane. We were super cooked. Even if we lived through that turn, we were super cooked. The Ice Disruption was definitely going to get us the turn after that for sure. Was definitely going to get us the turn after that for sure. All right. Let's see. Loss. Channel, Lake, Frigid, bought a big tempo turn with 4 reds. Pitched a blue the turn before, but had no way of knowing. All red draw. Channel, Bleak, Expanse stopped us from drawing off Snatch and CLV. Okay. All right, let's lock in. Let's win some more games. Wow, how's it already 8:15? God, where is the night gone? Where has the night gone? I could see Stormstriders eventually to give Withers another playstyle. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You gotta stop playing Aurora, she ain't it, sadly. Yo, odd, yeah. I just love it. I don't know. I just love it. Personally, I'm at a level of skill where I'm going to PQs to learn and get good practice against good players. I'm elated if I get top 8, but still every weekend has been an improvement. And that's a great way. Like, that is 110% a great way to look at ProQuest and like what you are looking to get out of ProQuest. Like, that's awesome. Like, understanding what you want from ProQuest is great. Like, right now, every ProQuest I go to is worlds testing. Like, I'm not going to Yokohama. I would love to win at ProQuest, but it is worlds testing every day of the week. I was trying to funny aggro control with chain reactions in Arctics and CLFs and 3 Oaks. I mean, it seems like a cool idea. It didn't look that good on paper, though. I mean, you beat me, but honestly, Mello, if there are any bans this time around, I think it's going to be LL. I think it's going to be LL. I have sound off, so I don't know if you called this out, but last game you could have lived that turn by blocking arms and second strike, somersault second strike. Yeah, Trent, I appreciate you pointed out. We definitely could have lived, for sure. What the fuck? I guess we want to go second. I mean, I was like, I think they joined. I think they joined a game on accident. Okay, here we go. Now this is a matchup. This is a matchup that we will see a lot at Worlds. Let's see. Let's jump back over here. Vis Orai. This one, this one, this one. Warmongers, Vaporize and Shocks, cut blue ball lightning. I'm pretty sure. Okay, in this matchup, it says I have blue ball lightning in, but I'm cutting second strike. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're going to fix that. I wonder if that was like a blue thing. I mean, I don't know. I think we're just on like, we're just racing. I think we just have to be playing offense. They are on AB1. Okay. Viscerai, we are going second, which is what I would pick in this matchup. I think going second is where we want to be. I think Verdance and Gravy ate another ban. I wouldn't be surprised if Gravy or Verdance eat another ban. I just don't think they will. I just don't think they will. I mean, I think Fang and LL gets like basically nothing it doesn't have in CC, right? We're going to search up a Read the Runes. Or it's like a Mordretide. Blessing of a Cult. Okay. Make a rune chant, make some more rune chants. I want to get rid of the burn up and shock here. Like, I don't want this in my hand, right? Like, I legitimately think we're just going to, like, get rid of it to get rid of it. Because we want the Arc Lightning. We want to force them into blocks. I could see CMT too soft. Get Verdance to make Florian not as annoying, especially since he just got back Germinate. What is CMT? We're just going to try and go get him. Rock'em sock'em robots aggro here. Oh, okay. Just going to immediately give me a card. I mean, yeah, let's just play the Static Shock, right? Or are we supposed to just Arsenal the Static Shock? So should it be Static Shock, fuse with Entwine, like Static Shock, then Entwine Lightning, fuse with Skizzik, pitch Skizzik to Starfall? It's probably fine. And if they give us Purgatory here, then we're okay with that. Oh, the Broccoli Tree? I would be pretty surprised if they hit the Broccoli Tree. I would be very surprised if they hit the Broccoli Tree. It's honestly the only way she keeps up in some matchups. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the tree being like good enough to consider a hit, right? Actually, are we just supposed to play the Skyward Serenade and Skizzik here instead of Arsenaling because it's just more damage? We're just doing more things. They're keeping a lot of cards, and it scares the shit out of me because it's turn 2. Like, what are you keeping? Turn 2. We're getting 2 extra points out of the Arc Lightning this way, so we're just supposed to go all in. It's called Channel the Millennium Tree, baby, but like it looks like broccoli in the picture. I've got an EA one. I'll show you. It looks like broccoli. Is why we call it the broccoli tree, or at least that's why I'm assuming we're calling it the broccoli tree. If we're calling it the broccoli tree for a different reason, then I have a lot of questions. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not. I mean, we can wait, I guess. I kind of thought this was going to be Skeletor this turn. Do we want to block Ball Lightning, Warmongers, and Face Purgatory here on this? I have no idea if we want to or not. I mean, yeah, the tree's good with light up the leaves, but like, it's fine, right? Like, I don't think the tree is the problem. So we get to take away a point and draw into an Arc Lightning. And when they attack us with something, we get to block with Zap Clappers, Reveal Somersault. They hit Read the Rune, Swarming Loomville. They get 2 attacks into their hand. They took a Rune Rager Swarm and a Swarming Loomville. We're going to take the Arcane. I think I'm going to save the Zap Clappers for another turn. We're just going to block here. I'm kind of glad the card isn't actually called that. It would be really funny if the card was literally called Broccoli Tree. That would be pretty funny. All right. Yeah, I guess we'll take this. Because I'm thinking Arc Lightning into like Ball Lightning Somersault, and like they can't do anything about it. I guess I technically should have waited. I should have taken the first few attacks and then waited here in case they have Snuff Out. Go to 10, play out our turn. Seems okay, I guess. I'm on the plane. Baby, be careful coming home. I will see you in just a little bit. I'm very excited to pick you up at the airport. I have missed you dearly, and I am ready to see you. So we're going to go Ball Lightning. Then we're going to go E-Strike Go again. Actually, hang on. I'm sorry. 5, tuck the somersault, draw a card. Actually, yeah, it's 5, tuck the somersault, draw a card. Is 5, go again, 1 arcane. We are enticing Purgatory here. So that's 6 damage. Attack with Ball Lightning. That's 9, 11, 12. Warmongers does not have go again. Would be 12 damage. Or it's 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. It's literally the same thing. Okay. I mean, I guess we get to... It's more damage this way they can't block, right? We get one less card. Yeah, that's not happening, dog. I was going to play the Warmongers, but this is fine as well. They go to 15, and then this is 2 and 2. We're like creating our own Rosetta Thorn here. Have you played into Florian with Tree? Rune Chant for 4 or 2 or 3 consecutive turns is brain dead? I mean, I'm not saying... Guys, I'd like to clarify. I'm not saying the tree's bad. I just don't think the tree's bannable, to be honest. I just don't think the tree is bannable, is what I'm getting at here. Drawing into a snatch when we have an embodiment's insane. We're in a very good position right now. They take 3 down to 10. We draw a card. They just blocked the snatch. Do we go for the cheese win? The cheese win of E-Strike for 7, Arsenal, or keep the lunging press? It is just better to keep the lightning press, right? Because if they make a mistake, we kill them now, which means we're giving them less opportunities to get back into the game. If they do block, we arsenal this and set up for next turn. If they block with 1 card, that would be them taking 4 down to 6. Lightning Press puts them to 3, which means with Zap Clappers, we only need to find 2 more instances of Arcane. We've played 2 Arc Lightnings. We have 2 Vaporizing Shocks and 2 Burn Up and Shocks left in the deck. So, like, we could just draw into, like, Lethalies here. If they say no blocks, we're just going to play the Lightning Press. This is why we kept it, just in case we wanted to cheese them. We had double Lightning Press here. Playing 2 copies of Lightning Press in the first 4 turns of the game has to feel pretty bad for them. I mean, yeah, we threatened 22, 17, 17. They threatened 33, 0, and 0. I mean, their turn was pretty good. Ours was just, you know, better. Or let me rephrase. The consistency of our turns was better. We offered more on hits, and our opponent wanted to block, and so we were able to keep pushing damage and tempo. We were able to win. Vaporize shock was fine. Slowed down. Slowed down a Skeleton activation by 1. Good offense with CLV and Arc Lightning. Gave up Quill Hand early to apply pressure, making Arcane Pings free rest of game. Okay. Looking good. We're rolling hot so far tonight. Things are looking good. Guys, thanks for being here and hanging out. Appreciate you guys chilling while we play some games tonight. They also did not see a Sonata. But I mean, to be fair, like Michael, like it's like this is like probably like most of the games, like these aggro matchups are like a 4 to 6 turn format, right? So it honestly makes a lot of sense that they wouldn't see it in, 4 to 6 turns. Like I think that's actually a very, very like, I mean, I don't know. Like there's 3 Sonatas. They have a way to search for them. So I guess it's pretty improbable actually. See you next week when I top it another PQ on Victor. Could have been you, aggro. Could have been you. MQ, thanks for hanging out, man. Hope you have a good night. It's okay for Verdance to have some bad matchups currently. She has 3, Gravy, Prism, and Kano. Okay. Is this LL Florian? Interesting. Thought this deck was dead after, Thought this deck was dead. We're going to be on snaps. Tunic, they're probably on AB, so I think this is a grasp matchup. And then we just want to be on Exude Confidence, and we're just going to try and get aggressive. Let's try and run them over and see how it goes. They're on Scepter. Oh, okay, so never mind. This is going to be miserable. So we basically have like what? Should I just expect this deck to be Scepter if I play against it? Like, is that just like what I should come to expect if I play against this deck moving forward with the CYB bans and stuff like that? Or I'm sorry, CYB restrictions. And then they're going to activate Scepter, put me to 39. No. Okay, sure. So it's going to be both sides of Burn Up and Shock. I don't think this is going to be a 40-minute game. I think they're trying to kill us fast. It's only fair that LSS takes Heartbeat of Candlehold from them for a while. Interesting. I don't know if they will. I don't know if they'll take anything from... I mean, I'm telling you, I think CC is going to be no changes. I think CC's no changes. This deck is always Scepter and LL. I think we want to draw a card. I think drawing a card is just like pretty much objectively always correct in this deck. Well, I don't know. Sometimes you want to push damage. Heartbeat is one of Verdance's weaker cards. They won't take that. I mean, Heartbeat's very good later in the game, right? Like Taylor talked about this during the Taylor talked about this. Taylor and I talked about this during the podcast. And I think I said something like ban Wrath of Retribution, ban Wrath of Retribution, get rid of the last blue golden tipple, or just get rid of blue tipple. I want to just come in for 4. Nah, let's just Arsenal. And I said something from Verdance. I can't remember what I said though. I think it was red Rubon Carapace was what I said. I'm probably taking a break for a bit as I'm not really enjoying the meta at the moment. What are you not enjoying? Like honestly, like I'm just curious. Like what are you not enjoying about the meta? I think this is an Arsenal, the Arc Lightning turn. No, actually it's not. We have Ball Lightning. That's ridiculous. Ignore me. We have the Ball Lightning. They can't stop it. They have AB1. We have Ball Lightning. Getting rid of blue tipple is a bad idea. Just take the swells. Anytime you draw Arc Lightning and Ball Lightning, just jam it. Just to the moon. CC changes, Aurora loses 500 LL points, have fun. If they did that and took Flicker Wisp, like, probably be fine, right? I mean, I don't know. I kind of like that. I would 110% be down with a... I would 110% be down with a format change of Aurora loses 500 LL points. You twisted my arm. Probably wouldn't be too long before she LL'd again is the crazy part. Yeah, so this hand's like crazy. Drawing into a Ball Lightning is bananas. I love this so much. Yeah, they saved their 4 block, which is fine. The Arc Lightning still pushing over 2 arcane damage, like it dealt 3. They didn't even pitch. And I was like, we're guaranteed to get arcane damage in this turn because of Arc Lightning, which is cool. Is Henry from your last Talishar tourney? He played the Bravo? Oh, cool. Oh, so we're playing against Henry. That's fun. Dude, thanks for pointing that out, Jean-Francois. I appreciate that. Appreciate that whole bunch. I really enjoyed watching Henry play Bravo that tournament. I actually thoroughly enjoyed watching Henry play Bravo that tournament. Puts a Blessing of Occult into play. It's going to be Skizik Embodiment of Lightning. Get a Skizik, and then we're going to lead on Exude Confidence. And then we're going to activate Aurora by pitching Ball Lightning. We're going to get Froggy. Skizik's not looking too good, huh? Second strike, Tunic for Starfall, throw the Skizik, and we could snap it if we wanted to. Seems fine, I guess. Seems fine. Yes, 100%. Aurora was meant to keep Gravy in check. I don't really like the design of X will keep Y in check. It doesn't really work with when Heroes LL. I mean, I guess that's fair. You'd prefer better sideboarding options. I don't hate that. Oh, that was dumb. I was supposed to... No, we were going to Arsenal this, right? So it's fine. I think it's important to have an Arsenal set up for next turn. We could snap this, but like, why would we? Okay, go away, Exude Confidence. I know what it does. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Golly bum. Gee. Willikers, mister. I'm going to show him the Lightning Press. Send a message. It's also the only card we can pitch to Starfall this turn, so if we want to play out the channel. Beedoo, beedoo, beedoo. Channel Lightning Valley alert. Channel Lightning Valley alert. Give me a D-React. Give me a D-React. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't think it's correct there either. Ooh. Fun. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Four, 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 four. I know. Speak of the broccoli and it shows up, right? And it shows up. Yo, we are Entwine Lightning this turn. Entwine Lightning is my favorite card in Aurora. I love the art on this card. I don't know. I love this card art. It's one of my favorite foils in the game. And you know what format you can play it in? Silver Age. At least I'm pretty sure you can play this in Silver Age, right? I don't think it's on the ban list. I'd have to check the ban list. I have a copy of it, but I don't think it's on the ban list. Interesting. Their ability to just take that there, surprising. Hee-haw, 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 hee-haw. I was like, there's no shot you're giving me an Arsenal. I have to admit, Henry showed a lot of patience right there. Did not think we were going to see that level of patience. Hey. Yay, 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 yay. The art is really good on Lightning Surge. 110% agree. No, Scepter. I'm basically already dead. Who knew? I hate that Bob Barker. We're going to Arcanic Shockwave. Reveal the Lightning Press because they can't stop it now. Because ball lightning. Gotta love ball lightning. And by I love ball lightning, I mean like it probably should never have been printed, right? Card's insane. Remaking my own Death Dealer Ice Lexi deck for Silver Age. My locals will hate me. Entwine Art is just a hobbit with a stick. Well, listen, I happen to like Lord of the Rings and hobbity things. So how about that, Randy? Your mom. I don't know why I'm attacking everybody's mothers this evening. I'm sure you guys have wonderful people as your mothers. This does not have go again because we played the Arcanic Shockwave. Lightning foils do look really good. Agreed. Ka-chow. Well, there's 18 rune chants in play, and I'm at 32. Which means Henry's only missing 14 points of Arcane. My mom is the worst? I'm sorry to hear that, Taylor. Sorry to hear that, buddy. I'm very lucky to have parents that care for me and support me. Guys, thanks for chilling. Thanks for being here. While we're waiting on our opponent to make a decision, if we haven't talked, I think we talked about this earlier, but if we haven't yet, make sure you hit exclamation point gsc10k in the chat. Make sure you check out that link. In the Pittsburgh area, because I never mentioned this apparently, Green Tree Sports Cards is hosting a 10K for CC on November the 1st and a 2.5K for LL on that Sunday. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be awesome. If you've already won a ProQuest, you can't play it anymore. You might as well go test for Worlds in the Pittsburgh area. It's going to be awesome. So check it out. All right. Henry has entered the hyperbolic chamber. Hyperbolic chamber. Oh, man. Excuse me. Jeez. You can tell I went back to work today. I am eepy. The missile is eepy. I don't even know what that's from. One of my cousins just says that. I mean, yeah, I'm going to play it out. If they want to give 2 D-reacts here, that's fine. Go to 3. That's crazy work, bro. Crazy work. We're going to Arsenal the Gone in the Flash here. What the actual fuck? Okay. Well, that's some horse shit on a stick right there. What the okay. Well, yeah. I mean, for fuck's sake. That is damn, that's unfortunate. That's pretty cool though. That's a lot of damage. I am inclined to agree with you. That is a lot of damage. Actually, insane how much damage that is. Wow. We might be dead. We might be dead next turn. Oh, they made embodiments too? Oh yeah, we're super fucking cooked here. We are super cooked. I mean, any attack just kills us, right? Wow. Who needs a hero power when you have Skeletor? Feels very true. Feels very true. Um, I have a sneaking suspicion that Skeletor will not be legal. I don't know. It just like you have to have Skeletor to be able to like compete with Starvo, right? Because if you don't, like you just can't compete with the Starvo deck, I think. Is what I fear. Go to 10. Arc Lightning puts you to 8. Static Shock might actually matter here. This puts you to 7. This puts you to 6. I don't think there was a better line here. All they have to keep is like a Ninth Blade or an Amplify the Arc Knight or something. Right? I'm pretty sure. Is how this pans out. Yeah. Man. Without the ability to do anything about those rune chants. So our opponent managed to put 37 rune chants into play by turn 7. Interesting. This hand is going to be pretty good, right? Ball Lightning, Pitch Lightning Surge, Second Strike, Gone in a Flash, Arsenal Gone in a Flash. Man. That was we went from doing like from being okay to just like getting juiced in like one turn. Like it went from being okay and then we were just getting juiced. I'll put 37 rune chants into play in 6 turns. I do not play AB in this matchup. Died to blue. Amplify the Arc Knight. Combo is gain life and make rune chants with Germinate plus Thistle Bloom life. Okay. Well, we went 4-3 tonight, which is admittedly like I was hoping for a little bit of a better record. But considering we're testing Aurora for a ProQuest this weekend, I don't know. I don't hate it. Like the deck felt pretty good tonight. We were able to do some pretty powerful things. The sideboard lined up pretty well overall. I don't know. Like LL is just powerful stuff, right? I don't know. Like, hey Henry, what's up, buddy? Yeah, your buddy Jean Francois told me that was you. I enjoyed the game. You did some really cool stuff there with Florian. It looked really good. I don't know. We're probably gonna play Aurora this weekend. It's play Aurora this weekend or play Starvo. Those are my 2 options. And I feel a lot more comfortable on this deck than I do Starvo. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, those are the 2 decks that we got that I'm debating for this weekend and everything like that. So, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I know the stream was a little bit earlier tonight, but I appreciate you guys showing up and chilling out tonight. Remember, make sure if you're here for the first time, like, follow, subscribe, all those free buttons. It goes a long way in helping me out. I'd greatly appreciate it. New episode of Breakpoints just dropped today, so make sure you check that out. Exclamation point Breakpoints in the chat. We talked about everything LL related. You can find that over on the Card Guys channel. We'll be streaming tomorrow night. Probably doing some more LL practice since we got a ProQuest this weekend. Might take a break and play some CC. Who knows? We might play some Syndra. We'll see if we'll let the Discord vote and see what they want to do. Probably for tomorrow. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water.